some people have already asked, what is the use of e-banking in financial inclusion? Likewise, you may ask me, what is the relevance of the subject of the topic of quality assurance in financial inclusion? Of course, most of the time when an innovative idea is sought, we have thousands of innovative ideas pouring in. The brainstorming leader, chairman, will find it really hard to choose the right one. Of course, the prime purpose of any brainstorming session is to draw out the maximum number of possible innovative ideas. We welcome that, the plenitude, the multitude, the magnitude. But here comes the aspect of quality assurance. We find in the present scenario also, in e-banking, in financial inclusion, in all aspects of financial management and democratization effects of finance, we find the lack of working quality management principles. That's why I choose this topic. So I hope it's relevant. And though no plagiaristic test has been conducted before I submit this, most of the content is primary research. With this, of course, as a second part, I thank everyone for giving me a chance to come before this podium. I thank Dr. Gangadharan and his team and my own teacher, and who guided me in all these efforts, Dr. M.A. Joseph, also of University of Calicut, Department of Commerce and Management Studies. I just briefed the points only because the time is only that much, 10 minutes if I hope. So, again, I just bring 2 points. The main objective of financial inclusion, of course, is bring the poor people, the uncovered poor lot, in banking umbrella. Most people have explained in detail the magnitude of the exclusion. So we know that among the adult population in the world, only 2% is still covered by banking services. Let's go into some more details. It's a gross disadvantage to be outside the banking umbrella. Most of his financial progress, most of the conveniences in his life, which is bound to enjoy, will be deprived if he is not included in the banking umbrella. So, financial inclusion is a must as far as the nation itself is concerned. As far as the development, all-round development of the nation is concerned, financial inclusion is really important. I don't have to mention the present scenario because already enough and more has been told about the present scenario. The present scenario, 2 billion adults around the world are not having even a saving bank account. Forget about other things, the basic thing. 90% of them are from countries like ours: Africa, Latin America, Asia, and Middle East, of course. Why are they outside the banking umbrella? The main reasons G20 summit has listed out, and I have quoted this from CAD report. The individuals lack information about the various services a bank or a financial institution provide them and how it benefits them in their day-to-day life. In earning their daily bread. Lack of information about the conveniences of banking services, of course. Lack of marketing efforts on the banker. Recently, we have seen hype of everyday advertisements in the mass media, in newspapers, in TV, in all medias, electronic medias also, even in nytimes.com, even in bbc.com, everywhere. State Bank of India, I don't know any official from State Bank of India is sitting here. My apologies, I'm not just criticizing, I'm just expressing my frank opinion. Crores of rupees has been spent on a single theme advertisement. If it is brand building, if it is brand equity development, is the purpose of this ad? One thing. 2 types of customers in the visuals. I'm talking about the press ads. 2 types of customers is shown in the visual. One upper end, one lower end. One teacher, one student. One mahout, one elephant. The elephant is a bank customer, as well as the Mahout. Repeated same theme messages crores of rupees. I'm not getting into the financial involvement of that. And the net result also, because it's an intangible result. So it cannot be properly weighted. Still there are parameters. I'm not going to the parameters because it's not a proper for a. Anyway, the quality assurance in that level when they've gone for that innovative idea is questionable. So quality assurance is most important. Again, lack of proper information dispensing. This was introduced to cover this point, lack of information dispensing on the part of the banker. And one important point as far as a developing country like India is concerned, the fear and barriers created by the serving personnel. That's the most important thing as far as third world are concerned. If I ask you from this lean audience, actually it's a 300 seated auditorium I hope, but now only 20% is occupied, 60. If I ask this audience to do a survey, how many of you out of all your experience in a bank counter are really satisfied? Can you tell me? Nobody. Yeah, it's so because even for this paper also, I have conducted a small audience survey, just a questionnaire, verbal questionnaire, and most of them were not satisfied. There has been incidences in all types of customers. Big businessmen in my area, not very big companies, big businessmen, medium businessmen, and the entry level businessmen and the common public. 4 straight-us. 90% of the customers were unsatisfied. Took up cudgels with the counterman many a time. Cursed the man many a time. And when the closure of the hour of the duty, they went back home with accumulated pressure. Both the customer and both the serving personnel. At 35, they are hypertensive. No satisfied customers. I'm not saying the teacher's job is much more noble, but I'm not criticizing them also. Quality assurance at the service level is so most important. Improving the quality is most important in microfinancing, in generating innovative ideas in financial inclusion. Quality management is most important. At the point of service, POS, POS. Of course, this is what I just mentioned. Just an employee's training alone is not enough to ensure quality. Because there are 3 levels of quality assurance. One is the personnel level. One is the product level, I mean the banking product, service product. One is the material level, which we have already discussed. One person has asked how many ATMs are there in India. We'll come to that point. I'm not discussing that. Anyway, if I have time, I'll discuss here itself. Material level, product level, and personal level. 3-level quality assurance system. Personal level, of course, from the recruitment, training, and refreshers course, remuneration, everything includes in this. I don't have to speak about it. We know it. All HR lessons will teach you all the basics about it. But even in training, there's something innovative which we can do to ensure the quality. That is bettering the thinking. Most of the time, we have some certain parameters. When a customer comes, smile. When he comes, extend your hands. And most of the time, after the first 2 or second initiatives, it becomes mechanical. The smile becomes frozen. And it incurs pressure and problems in the customer as well as the server. Both places. And it loses its purpose also. So, the normal training will not be enough. There also quality embedding is required. Where we will go for bettering the thinking. Upgradation of the thought platform is the latest technologies, not the latest of course, but the run-of-the-mill stuff, it's not a run-of-the-mill stuff, above the run-of-the-mill stuff. So, we have to go for quality assuring principles like this. Improving or elevating the thought platform. It's a philosophical thing. I'm not mentioning any word about it. If anyone wants to have a discussion about that, it's possible. It's available in my blogs also. Maybe one of them. So I just wanted to drive this point that quality improvement should begin from the training session itself. Then there is product level. Levels are very much 3, not only 3, more than 3, but still the rudimental principles are these 3.